Most routers feel like they are fighting you the moment you flip the switch, but this Bosch unit takes a different approach. The first thing that hits you is the trigger control system. Instead of fumbling around the side of the motor, housing to find a toggle while your hands are busy steadying the base, the power switch is built right into the handle. It sounds like a small change, but when you are mid-cut and need to kill the power instantly, having that control right at your fingertips feels incredibly natural. It is one of those features that makes you wonder why every other manufacturer hasn't jumped on board yet. Under the hood, you have a 15-amp motor that really doesn't care what kind of hardwood you are throwing at it. Whether you are pushing through soft pine or something much denser, the constant response circuitry keeps the RPM steady. You don't get that annoying bogging down that usually happens when the bit hits a tough grain. It stays consistent between 10,000 and 25,000 RPM, and thanks to the soft start function, the machine doesn't jump in your hands the second you pull the trigger. It is a smooth, controlled ramp-up that gives you a lot of confidence before the bit even touches the wood. Now, the precision centering design is a nice touch for anyone who has ever struggled to keep a bit perfectly aligned with a cut line. It just feels more accurate than the standard setups found on most fixed-base routers. Adjusting the depth is also surprisingly painless. You get a micro-fine adjustment range that lets you dial in your depth with real precision, and if you happen to be running this thing in a router table, the above-table adjustment is a genuine back-saver. You aren't crawling under the bench to tweak your settings, which is a massive win for workflow. The LED lighting is bright enough to actually see what is happening at the bit, which is great, though it does have a tendency to get a bit dusty if you are working in a shop without perfect extraction. Speaking of the build, it weighs in at about 9 pounds. It is substantial enough to feel sturdy and vibration-free, but not so heavy that it becomes a chore to maneuver across a large workpiece. The two-stage quick clamp system is another highlight, making it fast to swap things out without needing a handful of tools. If there is a downside, it is that the corded nature of the tool can occasionally get in the way if your shop layout is tight, but that is the trade-off for having this kind of raw, consistent power. It is a workhorse that prioritizes user experience over flashy gimmicks. It feels like it was designed by people who actually spend time in the shop. If you are looking for a router that balances raw performance with genuinely helpful ergonomics, this is a solid piece of kit that is going to stay in your rotation for a long time.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.